Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and I am so excited to be here with you today and show you another super fun fold. So this is the card that we are creating today, and this is kind of a corner flip. So I just learned how to do this, and I thought it would be super fun to try and share with you guys. So I am making a Valentine's card today. I needed to do some that were a little bit more masculine and not so glitzy. So this is what I came up with. So let's go ahead and show you how I created this. To start, I will share that I am using the Better Together stamp set. This comes in one of two pieces. We are actually going to be using these little arrows and this heart. And then I'm also using the January 2017 Paper Pumpkin stamp set. That's exclusive to Paper Pumpkin, and this was called Adoring Arrows. So we're going to use some of these as well. Alright, so for the card base, you have a standard A2 size. So this is crumb cake, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I am going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer. And I'm going to do my best here to explain this. So I'm going to align my left edge with the 3-inch mark on the trimmer. I am now going to use my cutting blade, and if you'll notice on the Stampin' Trimmer there's a ruler here. So you want to place your blade at 2.5, okay, and then you want to drop that down. Then you want to cut down to 4 7/8. Okay, so 4 7/8. Let's see, this would be right there is 4 7/8. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to turn my card this way. I'm going to realign it at the 3-inch mark. Okay, you will align your blade with this line that you just cut, okay, and then you're going to cut up to 5/8. Okay, so this would be 5/8. Okay, so there is your flip. Alright, we can take out our trimmer now, and then I will show you. So now you're going to take this fold, and you'll want to have your bone folder. And then you're just going to back this up and just line this up a bit, okay? So let's go ahead and get this lined, okay? So there you go. Now you can go ahead and do your regular scoring. Alright, and then here is your flip. Alright, so now for the inside, I have made a layer. I've already attached it. So I have a real red piece that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then Whisper White is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere this into the inside of our card. Very good. Okay, now I've used the layering square framelits, and from the straight squares I've used these two together. So you will see that I'm giving myself a little border here so you can still see the crumb cake. So you could go a little bit larger if you'd like. It's totally your preference. So let me go ahead and attach the squares together. Let's just make sure that's straight. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so let's do a little bit of punching and stamping. So I have a scrap piece of crumb cake here, and I am using my heart punch, and I am going to punch 2 hearts. Let's see if I have enough space. Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, and this is where I'm going to bring in the stamp from Better Together, and I do have 2 markers here. I have my real red marker and I have my Tip Top Taupe. So what I'm going to do is take my Tip Top Taupe, and I'm going to color in my arrow, and only the arrow. Okay, then I'm going to huff on this. Okay, now I'm going to color in my other arrow. Give that a huff. And I'm going to stamp that arrow here. Okay, and then you can always take the finer tip of your marker and kind of shade that in if you'd like to make it more prominent. Alright, let me just clean my stamp because I want to make sure that taupe is off of there. And then we're going to go ahead and use that stamp to do our hearts. Okay, so again, I have my real red marker. I'm going to cover this heart, give it a little huff, and I'm going to try to stamp that there. I wish this stamp was photopolymer because I could see a little bit better, but it still works. Actually, probably could stamp your heart first also, you know, and try it that way. Lots of different ways to do it, right? Okay, and then we are going to use our hearts here on the square. I'm actually going to pop this one up with dimensionals, but we are going to stamp our sentiment. So I'm using the Happy Valentine's Day from Teeny Tiny Wishes, and we are going to stamp that. I have a scrap here of Whisper White, and I'm just going to use my marker again since I have it out for my sentiment. Since it's so small, that works perfectly. Give that a nice huff, and then let's stamp that down. Looks good. Now I'm going to pull in our classic label punch and pop that out. I like this card because it's the crumb cake is so prominent, so it makes me feel like it's not so girly, and that's what I was going for. So I think I'm on the right track. Let me find my scissors. I am going to cut a couple of the edges of my dimensionals. Okay, and then we're going to put that right here in the front on the center. Okay, I think I'm going to replace that heart with the one I just did. Okay, so we're going to put down this heart with some snail adhesive, and I am going to let it hang over a little bit of this edge, and I think that's fine. This heart, now I'm going to add some dimensionals, and I think I'm going to put 3 on here because I just want a nice solid heart. Okay, and then we're going to lie that just about there so you can see both hearts. And now for the inside, this is where I'm going to bring in the paper pumpkin heart. So we're going to use just the lining of that heart, and I'm going to bring in my crumb cake. I could use the marker here as well, like that. And now we will stamp the I Adore You, which is also from that paper pumpkin set. So let me just line that up. And I'm going to grab my real red ink pad. And then we'll stamp this right in the center of the heart. So hopefully I don't get my head in camera. There we go. I love it. I love it. I think this is a nice card for a man or a son or a boy in your family. Still lets them know that you love them and wish them a happy Valentine's Day. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's fun fold tutorials. I'm always looking for new things that I haven't tried, and I love sharing all that with you. All of the products used today you can find on my blog at theirishscrapper.com. And remember, we are in celebration, so it is the perfect time to join Stampin' Up! And join my team. We have a wonderful group of ladies and a wonderful support system and Facebook page that we'd love to have you share with us. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.